Another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Overkill watch list. These are going to be the top stocks and cryptocurrencies we're looking at going into next week. Those are going to be over here in our playlist here we have set up on TradingView. We're just going to go down the list, all stocks, all cryptocurrencies right here in the list. I'm going to pick out my favorite ones and I'm going to put them into a separate playlist over here. And at the end of the stream, I will be sharing this watch list with you guys over in the Discord. So stick around. Hopefully everyone's having a good Friday. We had a lot of kind of a mixed market today, kind of red and green everywhere. I just wanted to continue to point out Ethereum is in a fantastic spot right now for those of you that are interested in cryptocurrency and altcoins. Ethereum is the king of altcoins, right? It moves all altcoins. When it goes up, all the altcoins follow with it. And you could see here on the chart dating all the way back to 2023 that when this blue wave is this deep on the indicator, okay, it has been a time to buy. So we are looking at close to 3 years of data right here. We have 2023, 2004, 2005, and we are right here in March 2026. Today is going to be March 13th. So our strategy is very simple, guys, and this is going to tie in with all of these on the watch list. We want to be buying when names are down here. Okay, the reason we want to buy when the blue wave is down here below the white line is because that means there's been a pullback. Okay, we are 1 to 6 month swing traders here. We trade a weekly chart. So with these signals and with the indicators that we use here, they are higher, they are more accurate on a larger time frame. Okay, we like to focus on the monthly and the weekly charts. Those are the two that we typically keep our focus on because our trades are for 1 to 6 months out. You can see back here, let's just go here to September of 2024. This was 2 years ago. We got a green dot down here. Okay, that's our buy signal. That's our entry signal. Okay, and that came at 2,300. It popped up to 4,000. It then pulled back after it got its red dot up here. So just like how we want to be buyers down here, we want to be sellers up here. Okay, when we get the red dot. When this wave is up here, that means we've had an impulsive move to the upside. We want to take profits and then re-enter right when we get our next signal down here. So markets don't move straight up or straight down. They move in waves. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. The easiest way to explain it is there is a season to buy stocks. There is a season to buy cryptocurrencies. As you could see on Ethereum's chart, you get about one time a year. Once every 365 days to buy, okay? Again, this was 2023. You could have been buying right here and cashing out up here. You went from 1,500 to 4,000. That didn't happen overnight, right? This came in September, and the top ended up being all the way up here in March. So September, October, November, December, January, February, March. That was 7 months, right? And our time frame is 1 to 6 months. So if it takes 7 months, it takes 7 months, right? There's no real way. We can have an idea, okay? We can have an idea of when the move's going to happen, but we got to keep the long-term focus, right? We have to be 1 to 6 months out. If you get a signal, I mean, this signal's just popping up here on Ethereum. We had a few back here in December, but they were followed by a red dot and a liquidation event. So if you're buying here at 27, you should really like buying right here at 2,000. We're just getting our average cost down, okay? It's not 100%. Not every market is the same. We're in the middle of World War III. There's a lot of uncertainties. There's just a lot of arrows flying, right? And they have flames on them, and they're coming right at us. Okay, but in the markets, the uncertain times, the crazy times, are the times you want to be loading up. This is the time where everyone's panicking and unsure, and you just have to pin your ears back. Right, we base everything based on data. It doesn't matter what the news is. Typically, when the news happens. When the bad news happens, we're down here. When the good news, when everything's going good and everyone's singing kumbaya, right, telling everybody how great they are, everybody's a genius in a bull market. When things are going straight up, everybody's a genius, right? This is when everyone's excited. This was back in August. Okay, again, we got the sell signal on Ethereum in August, and it came all the way down here to 2,000. So just keeping an idea of where we're at, right? We want to buy good stocks and good cryptocurrencies, projects with long-term adoption that are continuing to grow their earnings, grow their revenues, right? And maybe their technology is being adopted, right? Cryptocurrency is the fastest growing industry in the world, okay? I know we've gone down for 7 or 8 months, but that doesn't change the fact that cryptocurrency is being adopted at a mass scale. Okay, I compare it to the 1990s when tech stocks were coming out, when the internet just started to become a thing, right? We're kind of at that stage where it hasn't really boomed, like it hasn't really gone on that parabolic just rip, right? We're sitting at a $2 trillion, right? The total's sitting at a $2 trillion market cap right now, whereas gold's market cap, I don't know if you can look that up. I'm not sure if you can look that up, but I think gold's market cap's around 30 trillion, where all of crypto put together is only sitting at 2. So Ethereum's definitely going to be on the favorites list. I mean, we have been buyers of this since December. Yes, it went down, but that doesn't change the fact, right? It's December. It's now, this was actually in January when it came more toward January, but it's been about a month or two, right? You're a month or two in, right? But this is not a reason to panic, right? As long as we're buying down here in this area or this area and not up here in this area, we're going to beat the majority of retail, because the majority of retail only buys when things are exciting, okay? Things weren't good here. Things really aren't good right here. So if anything, when your stock or your asset goes down, you got to look at it as an opportunity, because you should be buying Ethereum right here at 2,700 thinking that it's going back to 5,000, 6,000. Right? You should be fully convinced it's going back to 5,000 or 6,000. So if Ethereum goes back to 5,000, in the end, it won't really matter if you bought it at 27 or down here at 2,000, right? This could have easily went the other way and back up to 5,000, right? And then these signals would have looked great, but it didn't happen, right? We got a red dot right there at 2,800. So if you got out when the red dot came, right, you didn't have to sit through this, because the red dot called it right there on January 19th. The low was right there at 2,800. Okay, so you could have been stopped out. If you weren't, you just simply average down and you buy more. Okay, you just continue to average down. As long as we're buying down here, we're doing the right thing. So that's just a little overview. Again, we want to buy when people are fearful, sell when they're greedy. They're always fearful. World War III, all the crazy stuff, COVID, all this stuff, that's always going on down here, right? It's never going on up here when things are good, because the news, they want you to be buying. They want you to be optimistic and feel good about the economy and that everything's going good and you should just buy stocks and, right, tell everybody else to buy stocks. And then that's when the smart money takes profits, right, when retail's buying, right? If you study that cheat sheet over here, okay, it's identical, right? Enthusiasm comes when things are going up. When things are going down, this is when there's fear, there's despair, there's uncertainty, things like that. We want to buy during those times, okay? We want to buy during those times, okay? We want to buy at the averages. We want to buy when no one's talking about it. This is called the stealth phase, where it just kind of goes sideways, right? And Ethereum, I mean, we haven't moved in like a month and a half. We're just stuck between 2,200 and down here at the low of 1,700. We're just range bound right now. We're not going down like crazy or up like crazy. We're just kind of ranging. And if we break out of this range, you know, next week, or maybe even by the end of the weekend, if we can get over 2,300, okay, this thing's going to fly. Okay, what I really want to see on Ethereum is a break of that 9 EMA, that orange line. You can see right here when it breaks over it, right? When we're down below the 9, okay, we're in a downtrend. But as soon as we break out over that moving average, that's when we'll either consolidate or just go right up, right? Because you can see we lost the 9, we lost that orange line right here, and now we've just been in a downtrend, right? So we're waiting for that to break back over. So I would say a 2,500, if Ethereum breaks out over 2,500, I think that will confirm that, you know, this move is, I mean, it's already starting in my opinion, right? We got the green dot last week at 2,000. So we're actually in the green if you entered off that dot right there. But yeah, it's very interesting. So Ethereum's going to be on the favorites list. I'm going to go through the watch list. How's everybody doing today? Oscar, what's going on, brother? Jeff in the building. Bobby's here. Mark, what's going on? We got the whole crew on tonight. Paige, Carrie, Be the Man. What's going on? Welcome, Pete. Let's go ahead and check this out. So I'm going to put Ethereum on the favorites list. So how this is going to work is this is going to the favorites list. So I have the green list, and then I'm going to pick my favorites out of this list. The reason they're in the green list is because they're all their waves are down here below this line right here. That's the reason they're in the green list, right? They're all in oversold territory, right? Ethereum has pulled back for the last 7 months. So I want to buy something that has pulled back very hard, right? I don't want to buy up here. I want to buy down. This is altcoin season to me. Altcoin season is down here. This is when we should buy altcoins. When retail thinks it's altcoin season, we'll be selling. We'll be taking profits, okay? And that's just how it's just going to rinse and repeat, right? Buying, selling, buying, Okay, and then we just wait. The hardest thing about the strategy is waiting, right? It's a 1 to 6 month strategy. So if you're entering off this signal here in March, April, May, June, July, August, that's 6 months from now off this signal. Okay, you have to be willing to wait at least that long. It might take 7 months, might take 8 months to get back up here. But if this goes back to 5,000, I mean, I'm willing to wait a year, 2 years, however long it takes. So I'll share this favorites list with you guys after as well. I want to look at the VIX real quick. So the VIX is also in very overbought territory. Still looking for the red dot on this to come next week, but this looks very toppy here. The VIX looks like it's topping out. When the VIX tops out is when the bottom's in. So you can see the VIX was at the highs right back here in April. Okay, VIX was at the highs back here at 60. Okay, well, where was Ethereum? Right, where were the markets? Okay, April was right here. The markets were at the bottom when this VIX was at the high. Okay, when this wave was up here. That's when the market's bottom. Okay, and look where we're at. I mean, this was April, right? April 14th on Ethereum. Here's VIX. April, well, that was April 7th on the VIX. So, again, another signal that we are very, very close to hitting a bottom. And when we do, people are going to flip. People are going to freak. Okay, I love this chart. And that's not just with crypto. Look at the SPY. That was the bottom in April. This is when you should have been buying stocks right here in April. Okay, right here on the 7th. Okay, or the 14th. Again, the VIX was at the high during that time. All the stocks, you can go on your chart and look at April, and you can see they were all at the lows. So this being up here is very bullish. We want to buy during this time. This is when we want to load up. Doesn't matter who's bombing who or what's going on in the world. If we're investing, okay, we want to buy in the uncertain times. We want to buy during those times. Okay, the people that bought real estate in 2008 made a ton of money. Okay, when the markets crashed. So just because things are bad doesn't mean you fold and give up and go do something else, right? Stick it out. Okay, character's built in the tough times. Okay, and the Lord will reward the patient. RF, what's going on, brother? The newest YouTube Spartan, welcome. Welcome, brother. Let's go ahead and do this. So we got the favorites list here. I'm just going to add them in as I go. ASST, this one ended the week with a green dot. So this is a treasury company, kind of like BNMR. They're just down here. I do have a position on this. That was up 8% today. Gave the signal right here. So we're just waiting for this wave to come back up here. I do like ASST going into next week. I need to make sure not to delete these. Dang it. That's going to be a pain. We got Mara. Mara's still looking good. We got the signal there 2 weeks ago at 7. It's up to 9. So, yeah, that move's looking good. I'd be buying any red days. Any red days. Okay, if you can get this thing around 850, I think that's solid. So, if it's down here with a green dot, we should be looking to buy on red days. Okay, and Mara's right back down here to the lows of 2023. This is another Bitcoin mining company. We got Pyth. Pyth's still giving a bunch of signals. So, if you guys see multiple signals like this, okay, it's just because we're consolidating. What you want to do is you want to watch the lows. You want to make sure this one holds on to 4 cents. I think that one looks good. Pretty new project, so just waiting to see what it does here above 4 cents. I'm not going to put that on the favorites. TAO is breaking out. We talked about that orange line here earlier. Okay, that's the 2-month moving average. Normally when we break over that is when the uptrend starts. I don't know too much about TAO, but I know a lot of people are bullish on it. I like it as long as it holds on to 170. 170 is just going to be the low right here where we got the red dot, and that thing did break out. So, again, looking to buy any red days on that one now, and then looking for our sell signal. So if you guys see a green dot on the weekly, right, that is our buy signal, okay? And if you guys are not familiar with our strategy or our indicators, the trading course over here, it's completely free. You guys can learn more about the strategy. I don't want to cover all of our rules just because you can go watch that course and see for yourself how we buy and how we sell. I'm gonna briefly talk about these things throughout. So just know that everything we do is based on logic, data, and discipline. Logic is our plan. Data is the information that we see on the chart. And discipline is just the ability to stick to what we say we're going to do. So when we get a green dot on the weekly, that's one of our buying strategies, right? That's buy strategy number 2. So we got that a couple weeks ago on the 16th. That was at 170. Okay, it's now sitting at 233. So what we're looking for now, wow, that's a nice breakout there on TAO. What do you guys think? Look at this one. Okay, nice breakout over the EMAs right there. So we're targeting up here in the red zone on the daily chart. Okay, that daily chart gives us the red zone. That's between 430 and 480. Our sell strategy number one is we sell a red dot in the red zone on the daily chart. Okay, so we would be holding this now until it gets back up to this area and taking profits. You can see the last time we got a red dot in the red zone was right here at 490. Well, now it went all the way down here to 140. So that was quite the pullback there. I know a lot of people are bullish on this. I actually like this one. Next week, I'd be looking to buy any red days. Okay, now that you got the weekly, you can be looking for signals here on the 4-hour or also the daily. Okay, but this one looks really, really good going into next week. I'm going to put that one on the favorites list. Okay, that broke out. That looks really good. Buying any red days now. Any red days, right? If we're green here on the weekly, you get that breakout over our EMA ribbons. This EMA ribbon is something that we added into the template recently. So you could see when we're below these things, okay, it's in a downtrend. But when we break up above it, okay, you can go back here and probably see right here, when you break up above it, that's when the uptrend starts. Okay, that's when it starts to go up, and that's a breakout. And again, if you guys entered on the signal from 2 weeks ago, the close of that candle was at 171.7. So you're already up 30% this week. Okay, you're probably singing Kumbaya, but that one has some room to go. So now because things are breaking out, I don't want to see people get too excited and sell, right? You want to wait till the trade plays out, right? You want to let this thing come back up here, okay, or on the weekly, right? Get that wave back up in this area, okay, because you could leave a lot of money on the table by selling too early, okay? Everyone wants to talk about a buying strategy, but a selling strategy is just as important, okay? And we go over all that in the trading course over here. Okay, if you guys are new. And if you guys do not have the indicators, all the EMAs, the Fibonacci tool, the red and green dots, the MACD, the RSIs, the moving averages, you guys can download all of them right here. Okay, you can get my entire trading layout by clicking on this link. Just click this. It takes a couple of clicks and everything loads right in. Your screen's going to look exactly like my screen. Okay, I got my email right there if you have any questions about the indicators of the course. TAO looks good, though. S looks awesome. S looks really good. This is a cybersecurity company. I'm going to go ahead and add that one to the favorites. Looks like they missed on revenue a little bit, but their revenue is increasing. It did just break out over the 9 EMA there on the weekly, and that's a nice big fat candle here today. So I just use a stop loss at like 13 on this, but that looks really good. Okay, would want to be buying any pullbacks. You got the EMA crossover there on the 4-hour, but yeah, this one's been giving signals for a long time down here between 15 and 13. And I mean, it's been as high as $30. It's sitting at 15. S looks good. Render looks good. Render's going on the favorites for next week. That looks beautiful. Look at that green dot popping here. Okay, so you could probably move your stop loss up to like 120, but I'd probably leave it down here at 110. But that's breaking out over the 9. You're seeing that EMA crossover right there. That's very bullish. We'd be targeting 4 to 450 on this one. That one's in the favorites. BX, this is Blackstone. These guys are one of the biggest, I believe they're money managers, or I think they're like a hedge fund or something. They're kind of similar to Berkshire Hathaway and BlackRock. I'm pretty sure they like manage assets and stuff like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know they're a huge company. They make $4 billion a quarter, and this thing's just getting racked. This thing's just getting smoked right now. So I actually like it. I mean, that's a major capitulation right there. What I'd want to see on Blackstone is a green dot, right? We need that weekly to fire. This is a falling knife right now. It could go all the way down here to 90 or 83. We just want to see that signal there on Blackstone before we get too excited on that one. Someone's actually going back in the red until we see the green. And then we got Zillow. Zillow's also green here. Zillow's green. I'm not sure how the real estate market's going to do here. It's going to be really interesting to see what Trump does, but we do have a green dot down here on Zillow. Zillow's one of the biggest real estate companies out there. If you want exposure to the real estate sector, this one looks good. I'm not going to put it in my favorites just because I'm kind of uncertain about the housing market right now. I just know a lot of agents, real estate agents, are struggling right now because no one's buying, no one's selling because prices are too high. So, yeah, we'll get to Ondo here. Ondo's on the list for sure. Andre, what's going on, dude? Yeah, if you guys want to stick around till the end, I'll do some chart requests, but I want to get through our watch list just because Friday's for stocks that we're watching going into next week. We got live streams answering chart requests on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and like I said, I'd be happy to take some here at the end of the stream if we can get to 100 likes on the stream. 100 likes on the stream, I'll do some chart requests after the watch list. How's that? HIMS, that one's on the favorites too. Massive gap up. This is one we entered here on March 2nd, down here at 15. we were up. This thing's up huge this week. I mean, those of you that entered on that, you guys are up really big. And I think this one has a lot of room to go. I mean, look at this. All the way up here to 58 to 70, dude. I mean, you're talking, there is a lot of room left on this puppy. 165% back to the red zone after a massive gap up on massively bullish news with the partnership with NVO. Hims is one of the top, dude. That one's in the favorites list. Love the gap up this week. Again, that signal came last week, folks. I can't make it up. I can't make this up. The data. Okay? I don't call these signals out. This indicator calls it out. And look at that. 15. It hit as high as 27 this week. And that thing just gapped over the orange line. And this thing's gonna fly, dude. I mean, this setup is freaking prime time. Okay, between 58 and 70 is what I'm targeting with Hims. It just looks so good. DOUL. A lot of people asking about this. I'm just not really sure what they do. I'd like to see it break out over the EMAs here on the daily or the 4-hour, just to break out of the trend. We do have a green dot, but I would like to see a big move up. That tells me that, hey, buyers are stepping in here. They're not messing around anymore. So still watching that one. The monthly alert will probably be the tell on that one. It is trying to bottom here at 90. A lot of people were excited about this up here at 550, but it was just overvalued. Had a huge pullback down here to 98. I'm not on that train yet. Fubu looks good though. I do like Fubu a lot. This one needs to break out as well over the EMAs. But it does have a green dot down here. It is sitting down here at support from 2024 down there at $1. I'm going to put that one on the favorites. That one looks really good. So far for the favorites, this is what we got. We got Ethereum, ASST, TAOS, Render, and Hims, and also Fubu. So I will be sharing this with you guys here after we get through everything. Fubu looks good, though. Here's TTD. TTD, I believe, popped over. Yes, it did. This looks good. I like TTD next week, too. I like that one for a re-entry. I think I got stopped out right here at like 35 on it. But they announced a partnership with OpenAI. I don't know what that means, but it's an interesting play here. I like it as long as it holds on to 21. FLUT, again, down here at the bottom. Looks good. XLM, we need to see that one over the 9. CAI, that one printed green this week. That one looks good above 17. Very new stock, so I'm not sure what they do. It looks like a healthcare company, but above 17, that looks good. We got Hubs. Hubs is struggling to get over that 9 as well. UPST got the green dot this week. This one looks pretty good here off of 25. We got Open Door, another real estate company here. I don't know. That signal was called out back here at like 65 cents. It went all the way up there to 7 to 10. Sitting down here at 5. I just make sure that one holds on to like 350. Not a huge fan of real estate right now. Yeah, we'll take some chart requests here. Let me get through a few more. Go ahead and drop the chart requests. If you guys got chart requests in the chat, go ahead and drop them. We'll take a break from the watch list here. I'll just answer those throughout. Path closed with a green dot. I know a lot of you guys are watching this one. This looks good. I like it above. I like it as long as it holds on to. I'm going to say 950. 950 on the stop loss for this one. Would love to see that one break out here next week. Get back over like 1250. Uniswap looks phenomenal. I love Uniswap here. Breaking over the 9. You got the green dot. Looks really good. TAI needs to get over the 9. We got Oscar. Oscar attempted to get over to the 9. This thing just needs to hold on to $12. Looks okay. MSTR is breaking over the 9 here. Would like to see this just hold on to about 100. I'm going to go ahead and put MSTR on the favorites list as well for a breakout on Bitcoin. Here's ETHA. This is Ethereum's ETF. Again, the last time this dot was down here was back in April. Boom, right there at 12, and it popped all the way up to 370. Okay, 3750. Okay, got the sell signal right there in August. Now it's back down here at 15. This thing looks like it's curling up. I'm telling you, man. Crypto and altcoins look phenomenal right now, dude. It's going to be a real interesting weekend. I see one for Solana in the chat. Looks good. Up above 66. Okay, Solana still looks really good. I'm putting that one on the favorites list too. We got Uber. Uber looks all right. I want to see that one break over the 9. Kind of had a week this week. But it does have the green dot down here. So unless that dot turns red, right, that's when you want to be bearish, okay? Unless you get a red dot close like you did right here in January, right there at, that was at $79, okay? Boom. It flushed another, what was that? Another 8 to 12% there. So as long as the dot is green, you should be bullish on your asset, right? As long as it's green, you should be bullish. You should be buying red days. Okay, Domino's Pizza, also green down here at 380. Okay, just kind of consolidating. My wife and I just had Domino's the other day, but this thing looks like it's holding on to 360 pretty well there. ZS, this looks good too. I like ZS down here. I think this is another cybersecurity company. I'm going to put that one on the favorites. TMUS is already up here. We missed our opportunity on that. Time to buy was down here at around 200. XPL, this is a newer project as well. No data on the indicator yet, just watching that one. GoodRx is still struggling. Still struggling here. GoodRx, I mean, if you believe in the company, look at that monthly candle right there. That looks pretty good. Okay, as long as this one can hold on to 170, I actually like GoodRx down here. Good healthcare play right now. Okay, I mean, this thing was all the way up here at $50. It's sitting down here at 2. I actually like this one for next week, guys. I'm not going to lie. I think the fundamentals are strong. Okay, their revenues look fine. They're doing just fine. And there was a rumor about them partnering with Trump RX, whatever that's going to be, some kind of healthcare thing. But if that happens, you know, that's going to be really good for their stock. So I actually like GoodRx down here. I might look to re-enter that one here this week. GoodRx, it's holding on to $2 very strongly. GoodRx is an interesting one. JD. JD looks pretty good down here if you guys like Chinese stocks. JD.com, one of the biggest Chinese stocks out there. They make $50 billion a quarter. Looks good above 25. I think that one's going to break out nicely here. I'm going to put that one on the favorites list for next week. We got DocuSign. DocuSign needs to get over the 9. PayPal needs to get over the 9. We got DKNG down here. PayPal's on the favorites list. That's more of a long-term play there. Okay, you can see down here we're at the 8-year lows, or we hit the 8-year lows from back here in 2017. Looks phenomenal. I think a monthly dot's going to send this one, but I think PayPal's an absolute steal for the long term. PayPal looks really good. That one's also green down here. We got DKNG. That one looks all right. Solana, like we said, that one's in the list. Coinbase looks phenomenal still. Okay, still hanging out around the 9. We love Coinbase here. That looks good. We got Litecoin here, green dot. We're bullish. Okay, I love Litecoin here as well. That one's going on the favorites. So far on the favorites, we got all these names. Okay, you guys can screenshot or do whatever you need to do. I'm going to share this with you guys over here in the Discord after this under the watch list tab, so you guys will just be able to click on the link and load it up. I just want to get through everything first. Litecoin looks good, though. Intuit looks good. Nice little pullback there at the end of the week. I like Intuit for next week, too. That looks really good. We got Affirm. Affirm's still struggling. We'd like to see that one break over the EMAs as well. Not there yet. Humana, HUM. That thing's selling off, too. This is a huge company, and they're just getting clobbered. Trump is having no mercy on these healthcare companies, man. No mercy. CRO looking good, too. That one's on the favorites. That one has the green dot down here on the weekly as well. I don't see that one breaking down below 0.065, okay? It was the bottom there in 2024. It's the bottom here in 2025. This has been a really good time to buy CRO. Again, we want to buy down here, sell up here, sell up here. Look where we're at, okay? Green dot came last week, okay? Beautiful. That one looks beautiful. Here's Netflix. Netflix looks okay. Not a huge fan. iBit. Looks good. That's a Bitcoin play there. The Bitcoin ETF. We'll put that one on the favorites list for next week. We got Doge. Doge, I'd like to see breakout over the 9. We got KMB. This one's sold back off. That's a nasty sell-off. But you can see we got the signal back here in November at like 100. So realistically, it's back down at that level that it printed on. So yeah, it just would need to bounce. It would need to hold $95. If it breaks this low right here, that stock's going to be in real big trouble. We'll see if the buyers step into that one next week. Circle, I just want to see come back down to like 85, 90. We got that signal at 58. I mean, it's up 80, 90%. So the move kind of already happened. Okay, it broke out. Now we want to see a pullback into the EMA ribbons, right? We want to see a pullback maybe into 95 or so. Okay, and then we'd be a buyer, right? We were buying down here at 58, right? We want to see this one. I mean, it had a nice move. 80-90% is a beautiful trade. PDD, yeah, these Chinese companies are looking pretty interesting. But every time I buy a Chinese stock, I get smoked. I don't know what it is about Chinese stocks. They just don't sit well with me. TEM just needs the signal. Pyth we talked about. Ondo will be on the favorites for next week. Where's the moving average? It needs to get over the 9. I want to see it over the 9 EMA. I want to see price break out over that to confirm the breakout. It did break out on the 4-hour, and it's into it here on the daily. So it's looking interesting. I'd like to see it break over 30, but it does have the dot. It does have a MACD crossover. We'll keep it on the favorites. Shout out to Ondo, man. It bounced right at the low of 2024 too. We got Snow setting up nicely here. ARB's way down here with the green dot. ServiceNow looks good. ServiceNow, even on the pullback, looks really good this week. Okay, beautiful close into the week. Now looks good. I like Now for next week. I might look for a re-entry on that one as well. RGTI. This is a quantum computing play here. We're looking at Now. I'm writing some of these down. So far, I've written down GoodRx and Now. Those are the ones I'm real interested in. But again, here's the favorites so far, guys. These are going to be the top stocks and cryptos according to our strategy going into next week. Okay, all looking very good. I'm going to share that with you guys here after the stream. And I will take some chart requests once we get through this list, I promise. I'll stick around and take some chart requests as long as we can get to 100 likes on the stream. If we can get to 100 likes, I'll take some chart requests. GoDaddy's selling off like an Alabama tick. Ouch. That one does not look good. RGTI just needs to hold the 14 level. I'm not in love with it, but it does have a signal down here. This is a quantum computing play. Ethereum we talked about. I mean, the setup doesn't get any better, guys. I mean, look at the wave being down here the last 3 years. Okay, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. You get one good time a year to buy, guys. Mark my words. Okay, one good time a year to buy. Okay, and that is when everyone's freaking out, not having a good time. And right now, people are freaking out, not having a good time. And that happened right here in September. That happened right here in September of 2024. In April, this was when everyone was talking about tariffs and Trump was going to wreck the economy because of tariffs and it was all going to zero and right, everyone was losing their minds. Okay, same type of stuff right now with World War III. Okay. And may God have mercy on everyone affected by World War III. Okay, and prayers up to the people getting bombed and dying. It's terrible. Like, it's a terrible thing in the world, right? But we are investors. We're not in the army. We're not fighting in wars, right? We take advantage of volatile situations in the markets because normally bad things are always happening down here, and up here good things are happening, right? Things are great. Okay, it's all the same to me, right? News is news. It's not real. It's called television programming for a reason. They want to program you. Okay, they want you to think a certain way. They want you to, right? They want you to be scared down here so they can buy. They want you to sell when things are low. And when I say they, I'm talking about the smart money. The smart money are the people that pretty much own the media outlets, the guys that control the narrative, right? The guys and gals that control the narrative. They want us scared down here because they can't buy unless you sell. So everyone panicking and thinking a 4-year bear market's going to come, selling right now, is going to be really sorry one day when we go back up here. Okay, yes, we might be a little bit wrong in the short term, but if we keep the long-term mindset, we're going to come out of this. There's been wars and all kinds of stuff going on forever. Okay, the good Lord will guide us. The good Lord will take care of us in the end. Right? We're just trying to make logical decisions here in these markets. Logical entries. Logical, data-driven entries. Okay? Not guesses or what we think or what we feel. Just educated entries. Okay? If it doesn't take a rocket scientist to look at this chart on Ethereum and say, wow, best time to buy was right here in 2023. I should have been buying. Right? Oh, 2024, another good time to buy. Wow, I should have been buying. 2025, okay, should have been buying. Right? Up here, you're always like, dang it, I wish I would have bought down here. I wish I would have just entered down here. You're always saying that up here. Okay, not you specifically, but people, right? Bitcoin, everyone wanted to buy Bitcoin up here at 125, 130. Okay? People are scared to buy Bitcoin now at 70. So they want to buy up here when we're just ripping and everyone's having a good time. But no one wants to buy after a long, drawn-out pullback, right? I want to buy things at a discount as an investor. I want to buy things at a fair price or a good price, right? A discounted price. Not when things are good and things are golden, right? Look at this entry back here in October of 2023 at 25,000. That's the last time we hit that blue line, that 4-year moving average. It was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Okay, right there. Look what we did. Rip. Okay, 25,000 to 130. Not saying we're going to have a big parabolic move like that again, but if we just get back to 100 or 130 and we get a sell signal right up here at 110, 120, dude, we're doing what we want to do, right? I think Bitcoin's going... I'm not going to put a price prediction out there on Bitcoin because then I'll just get smoked in the comments, but I think it's going up. I think it's being adopted at a rapid pace, and I don't think it's going anywhere. I mean, unless Satoshi Nakamoto is a bad person. I mean, we are kind of investing in something that was created by somebody that doesn't know that you don't know. I don't personally own Bitcoin. I'm an altcoin owner. I have 0 Bitcoin in my portfolio. 0. Okay, but it does move the markets. Is that going to be the case all the time? I don't know. Is something going to take it over one day? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. We just want to make decisions based on data here, okay, and not emotion. Uber, not quite there yet. XRP does have the weekly here. I'd like to see it break over 150. PGY looks good. I like this one off the green dot. Someone called this out on the stream, I think a week ago, and we added it to the watch list. It does have a green dot here. It's very oversold. I do like this one. I think they are they're a technology company. I think they have something to do with AI, but keep your eye on PGY. I'm going to put that one on the favorites as well. We got BNB also down here giving a signal. Bouncing right at that 4-year moving average. I like BNB a lot here too. BNB looks good. We got the Honest Company. I like this one a lot too. This one, I actually just found out what they did. I used some shampoo actually from the Honest Company. I used some shampoo. Apparently they make shampoos and stuff like that. But you could see this thing's given a green dot right here on the monthly. The last time that happened was back here in November of 2023. It went from $1 all the way up here to $9. Okay, HNST, folks, looks good. Okay, this looks phenomenal. I want to actually check out some options on this really quick. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just pull these up real quick. If they look interesting, I might make a play on the Honest Company. Okay, my wife ultimately introduced me to it, so that's a good thing, right? Let me see this real quick. I'm not gonna lie, the shampoo smelled good. I mean, I'm not lying when I say that. 7 point. Wow. Their options are pretty cheap, actually. The options are actually pretty cheap. The $5 January 21, 2008 options. Let's see if I can. Those ones right there, the Honest calls for January 2028. $5 calls. Those actually look good. They got 8,000 open interest. Those are cheap, under $1. So if that goes back to 5, you're in the money on those. If it goes to 10 or 19, again, that's for 2028. That's 679 days out, right? A long time, right? These aren't day trades. These are swing trades. Those could print, dude. Those could print real nice. Ooh, even the 2027. They have a little less time on the 2027s, but you're getting the signal here. Okay, last time we got the signal, it exploded. Okay, it exploded. Honest, I'm looking at that one next week. I'm looking at that one. That one's going on the favorites for next week. I like that. I do. I'm going to tell my wife about that after this. I'm going to buy some Honest stock. It's the Honest Company, right? They're not going to screw us. I keep saying next week. What do you mean? Yeah, like next week. Next week when the market opens on Monday. Whittaker says, what a day to be a Spartan. Shout out. What's up, dude? Yeah, we'll take some chart requests here. I just want to get to 100 likes here on the stream. And you guys can watch this replay if you guys join late. We're just hitting the watch list today. So on Friday, we do our watch list. Monday is my portfolio update. And then I take live chart requests Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I'll take chart requests here after we get through the watch list if we can get to 100 likes. Smash that like. Yes, sir. What else we got? Ada Cardano. Looks good. I like it down here at 26. Not on the favorites yet, though. SoFi got a green dot here. I want to see it break over the 9. I want to see it get over that 9 EMA. It's probably going to just consolidate here for a while. It is saying that, hey, this is the potential bottom, but I think we could see a little bit lower for SoFi just because all that stuff with credit going on, people not paying their credit cards and things, that's going to affect those companies. AVAX looks hot there, also broke over the 9. That's a cybersecurity company right down here at a pretty interesting price. It normally bottoms right here around 70. We got ETH BTC. This is very bullish for altcoins. Given a green dot down here, if this breaks out, folks, I mean, you're going to see a massive, massive explosion in the altcoin markets. I mean, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be the Wild West if this thing can get back over 0.031. Okay, if that breaks over 0.031, you're gonna see crypto go absolutely insane. Okay, this is the ETH to Bitcoin dominance chart. Okay, so when this goes up, altcoins go up. When it goes down, altcoins go down, and you can see it's trying to find a bottom here. The total looks good, man. It's sitting right at its 4-year. Got the signal. I like all these charts. The total 3, same thing, right at the 4-year average again. This is when the majority of people are wanting to buy, when we're way up here. Down here, people are uncertain, they're scared, they're in despair, they're fearful, right? That's when we want to load up, okay? Again, we just follow the data. Every time this has been down here since 2023, okay, time to buy, time to buy, time to buy, time to buy, time to buy. Okay, and unless you're betting on Armageddon happen, I think it's a great time to be dollar cost averaging and loading up on some of these names. We got Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as long as it holds 60, folks, we're in a bull market. We're bullish on this, okay? Bullish as long as this dot remains green. That dot will remain green until we break 60,000. If we break 60,000, no more Bitcoin going up. We're going down until we get another signal. So it does have a green dot here on the chart. And we are fully bullish on the crypto markets and altcoin markets as of right now. Roblox falling off a cliff here. This is that gaming company. Looking for the monthly on this one. That's going to be a while. Okay, that broke down. That could come all the way down here to 38. That wouldn't be on the list for next week. That's an ugly downtrend there. Huge, right? Everyone's talking about Roblox up here. Boom, it's down to 56 now. I just want to see a macro signal now, either a monthly or a weekly. Okay, it can't be on the green list unless it has a green dot here on the weekly. Okay, it can't be on the green list unless the dot is green. So, Aave trying to find a bottom here as well. Orca, I was looking at this one today. You can actually stake on their website. I think they're paying like 33% right now. This is a Solana ecosystem play. It's very similar to Radium, but I added this one to the list yesterday. I'm going to just watch this one. I don't know too much about the project other than it's a DEX. That provides liquidity pools and, a big DeFi name. So I'm keeping that one on there. We got CrowdStrike, also green down here. As long as this one holds 400, I think it looks good. Unity Software. This one's green down here as well. I like this one too. Okay, looks really big sell-off. We like that. Okay, right back down here to support back in April. Unity looks good. Ray's also green. I would like to see this one break over 70. I want to see that one over 70. BNMR closed green a couple weeks ago, looking good down here at 20. That's that treasury company of Tom Lee's. Again, if Ethereum breaks out, you're going to see BMNR go absolutely parabolic. We got Chainlink. Chainlink, as you guys know, it's my largest position. I'm going to put that one on the favorites. And yeah, I love it down here. I loved it right here at 12. I really love it down here at 9. I bought more down here at around $8. So I entered here at 12. I bought more down here at 8. And it's a huge position. I don't need to add more to it unless it goes down to like 6, but I don't see that happening. I want to see it break over 10, either this weekend or next week. If it gets over 10, that will confirm that we are going up and away. HPQ is just hanging out down here as well. I want to see that one break over 20. We got HBAR still just hanging out around 9-10 cents. Okay, I think the bottom's in for HBAR right down there at 7. I'd be a buyer here at 9, and if it goes down to 7, I would buy more. IONQ, got the green dot, looks good. Just want to see it stabilize and break out over the 9. We got NVO. NVO looks phenomenal down here. Needs the green dot though, so again, that one cannot be on the green list because the dot is not green. So we want that dot to be green there on the weekly. I still am bullish on this. I would be looking to add to my position here on the next weekly dot, but I do believe the bottom's in right here at 35 for NVO. They just announced that big partnership with HIMS, which is going to bring them in a lot of revenue. It's also going to be very bullish for HIMS as well. They announced that earlier, I believe that was last week, and it's just very bullish companies, right? They make one of the weight loss pills, or Ozempic, I think it's called. I don't use it. I don't recommend it, but a lot of people do. And as capitalists, we can capitalize on that by buying the stock that makes the product. So NVO looks good. Others, another chart I just love. This is the others chart. So this is the total market cap minus the top 10. So think of this as the altcoin index. It's down here at the lows, baby. It's down here at the lows. We're loading the bags. We're planting the seeds. We're getting ready, baby. We're filling up the truck. I'll take some chart requests when we get to 100 likes. 100 likes, and I will take some chart requests. We're at about 86 likes as of right now. We need about another 14 likes, and I'll take some chart requests from you guys. SUI, again, beautiful. I want to see this one break over 120 here, but that one looks like it's going up and away. Again, everyone's jacked up about SUI up here at 5. This is just looking really good. SUI looks phenomenal. I'm going to put that one in the favorites. DoorDash, I want to see that one over the 9. We got PLUME. That one broke over the 9 there. Still green down here on the chart. I'm going to put that one on the favorites list. I like how this one broke out here. You see how it broke out and how it pulled back here into the EMA. So it's building a big base right here. Normally when this happens, that tight consolidation like that, that means a big move is coming. Okay, that is some tight consolidation right there. Plume looks good. I got a position on that one too. That one looks really good. I really like Plume here. IoT, this is another one that broke out. I like this a lot too, man. IoT looks good. They got really good revenues. Okay, if this number is increasing quarter over quarter, that is a really good thing. It's going up and away. Okay, last year in November, they were making $321 million. That was back in 2024. Now they're making 444, so their revenues are increasing. IoT, that one's on the favorites list. So far for the favorites, guys, we got all these names. Again, I will be sharing this in the Discord with you guys afterwards. Once again, Friday is our watch list, and I will take chart requests if we can get to 100 likes on the stream. And also, chart request videos, we're live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So just smash that bell, hit that subscribe button, and never miss a video here. We need another 3 likes. 3 likes and we'll take some chart requests. 3 likes. Joby still hanging on here. I want to see that one break out over 11. ZBCN also green. I want to see that one break out over the 9. So that 9 EMA, when we break out over that, that's when the move, right, is more likely confirmed, right? That's an easier way to tell if we get a false signal, is if you wait for that breakout over that smaller moving average, kind of like we broke out back here in April and ripped up. That's what we want to see on some of these names. I want to see that on CPNG as well. So I would look to buy this, right? If you had a limit order, I'd look to buy it at $20. I know it's sitting at 18, but my limit order would be set at 20, or it would be set down here closer to 16, right? So we either want to buy the low or buy up here on the breakout and capitalize on that. But that one is still green. I just like to see it get over 19. CMSI or SMCI. This one's done nothing. So we got the dot right there back in January, and it literally hasn't moved from $30. So still holding this one, unfortunately. I wish this would happen and it just went up and to the right and just went to $1 million. But it's not doing that right now. We just got to be patient here. It's sitting down here at $30. It does have a red dot, so if it goes lower, I'm going to look to add to this position just because I think the company is solid. We got Cetus. Cetus is one of my, if I had to pick one crypto to buy that I think could go 100x, I think it's Cetus. I do think it's Cetus. I think it is the most undervalued project with actual utility. It's only a $14-15 million company right now, and it is pretty much the layer for the SUI network. I mean, it's honestly crazy. And I think the reason this happened was because they got hacked somewhere up here, and then SUI gave them a loan. They gave them a $6 billion loan. Lost a bunch of money, but SUI came in and they're like, here's $6 billion. We're going to give this to you as a loan, and you're going to pay it off over time. So obviously they're paying down their debt, so this thing's going to frickin' zero. But as soon as that loan's paid off, that $6 billion loan, you could see this thing back up here at 50 cents to $1. I mean, it's sitting at less than 2 pennies. And I have all mine staked on their website. And I'm just earning APY. I'm earning all day long. Every single day, every single week, I am earning. Doesn't even matter what the market does. If we go back up here to 50 cents, I mean, that's a 3,000% move. And Sui bailed them out. That means they have Sui's backing. That means Sui's going to ride with them no matter what. You don't just give someone $6 billion, right? You're doing that because they want to keep them around. They want to keep them live because it's good for their network. So, yeah, I mean, that's my rant. I just know the fundamentals of Cetus. It's exactly what Uniswap is to Ethereum. It's exactly what Uniswap is to Ethereum. But Cetus is what Uniswap is to Sui. And Sui is one of the fastest growing blockchains. And it's literally sitting at a $15 million market cap, where Uniswap is sitting at like over $1 billion. So, I mean, none of this is financial advice, obviously, but this is just one of my favorite plays. I think Cetus is going to go crazy. GitLab just getting smoked. Just getting the heat right now, dude. Wow. We need to wait for another green dot on that one. PAN, that one looks good. I like what is this, Palo Alto? That looks good. I like how it's breaking out here. As long as it holds on to this low right down here at 139, it looks good. We should be looking to buy if it pulls back at all. And yeah, nice breakout there. I'm going to put that one on the favorites for next week. We got STX. This is another one I really like for next week. That one has the monthly. So the monthly is the most accurate bottoming signal, especially when it's down here. Okay, the monthly is going to be more accurate than the weekly, simply because it's a larger time frame, meaning there's more data. Right, you're looking at 1 month candles here. On this, you're looking at 1 week candles. So the bigger the candle, the bigger the time frame, the more accurate the signal. And STX does have that signal right there. We got KVY. I don't know what this company is, so I don't even know. Oh, it was a chart request. So I'm going to take that off just because I don't know what it is. P-Sky, look at that. Just broke out and flushed right back down here to the lows at 9. They announced they're going to be buying Warner Bros. So they're probably raising a bunch of capital right now to make that deal happen. I like the stock down here at 970. I think it's a great long-term play. We got ABTC. I want to see this one break over 150. NSIT. Soxel. I decided to sell my socks today. I just want to go long on crypto. I'm raising cash right now, so I still think this is a good hedge. But I decided to sell mine today. I am no longer short on SOXS. I think I got out. I think I was down 10, 15% on the position. So it was a loser, but I liked it as an insurance play. Now that I sold it, it'll probably go to the moon. So you guys enjoy those gains. What's up, Jordan? All right, we hit 100 likes. We got about 10 more names here, and we'll get some chart requests. Appreciate you guys liking the video, man. That's awesome. Okay, just give me a few. Give us a little bit more. Again, Fridays for the watch list. I just, we're looking for certain things here. XCN's on the favorites for next week. FLR also on the favorites for next week. I really like that project. We got Pinlink trying to break out here. We'll see if this thing can get over 11 cents. That looks good. DJT down here at 980. Man, they're getting pummeled. Trump said something about his meme coin today, and it went up like crazy. Big fat candle up, but his stock did nothing. So you just want to see a green dot there on DJT to buy more. If you're looking to buy more of that one at a lower price, just look for the weekly. I got to take that one off the green list though because the dot is red. We got Microsoft also green. This looks good as long as it can hold on to 380. As long as it holds 380, Microsoft looks good. I want to see that breakout over 420 though. Axel, this is another one that has a green dot on the monthly. I added this week. I added this and staked it. I showed you guys how to do that over there in the Discord. But you got the green dot here on the monthly after a big fat pullback there. I think Axel looks really good. They got some really key partnerships with MasterCard and Ripple, and they're doing a lot of things, this company. And they have been absolutely destroyed here from the top. I mean, this was at 250. It's all the way down here at 5 cents right now. So huge bargain. I like this one a lot. I think the fundamentals are very strong as well. We got ATEC. ATEC is still red. We got Jasmy. I'd like to see Jasmy over 7 cents, but that is showing signs of a bottom there. We got Snapchat just getting absolutely smoked this week, down 11%. But guess what, baby? We're holding on. Someone's going to buy this company out. It's not going to go to zero. There's no way. Okay, and the dot is still green, so I'm still long. I'm still long on Snap. I would like to see what it does next week if it can get back up here to $5. If that one goes to $4, if it hits $4, it's sitting at about $4.50 right now. I would buy more at $4. But until it hits $4, I'm not going to touch it. If it goes down to $4, I will buy more Snapchat. We got Datadog. Datadog's just hanging out right here at about 124. What is it doing here on the? It's trying to break out there at like 113. I put a stop loss at 113. Not my favorite play. Rum looks okay. BBAI gave a green dot. Just want to see this one break over the 9. I want to see more volume pump in there. I think that one's still looking really good though. SOUN also green down here still, testing that $7 support. We will see. Okay, as long as the dot is green, you got to remain bullish. If you get a red dot and it prints, okay, that's when you can be stopped out and cut your losses. Deep also green here, breaking out. I like Deep a lot here. The SUI ecosystem looks so strong here, dude. Okay, if that run continues, it's going to look really good here for Deep. That one's on the favorites list for next week. That's an altcoin. We got Oracle also breaking out over the 9 there, looking phenomenal. Green dot there. We averaged down on this one back down here at 140. I really like that one for next week. So again, we got about probably 8 more names. Shopify looks okay. Plug looks good here. I like Plug for next week. We bought this one a couple weeks ago as well. Still long on that one. Another energy company. These guys are hydrogen energy, so they're focused on hydrogen. Trump has talked about having hydrogen energy, and Plug Power, I like it down here at $2. This thing was as high as $80 back here in 2021, so it's looking good. Near looks good. Near's breaking out over the 9 here as well. You got the green dot a couple weeks ago back here at $1. You're already up 30%. Aerodrome looking solid, building the base here. Bullish as long as that dot remains green. We got Hype here looking phenomenal. Okay, let's look at the daily on that. That one has some room to go back up there to 52. Your signals came down here between 20 and 26 though, so you're already up. So you want to move a trailing, you probably want to use a trailing stop loss here. I'd use it right there at like 32. 32 on the stop loss there. As long as it holds 32, I think that looks very strong. We got CRM. I added this one yesterday. Got the green dot there a couple weeks ago. If this breaks down below, what was it? It was like that level right there at 188. If it breaks 188, I'm going to be stopped out on it. It's a pretty tight stop loss. I just want to see how this thing reacts. I'll probably actually put it at around 180. Put the stop loss at 180. And we'll see what it does here next week. But I do like that one for next week. I think they're a very strong company and great earnings. Trading at a really good PE ratio. The lowest price since 2023 here on CRM. Robinhood, want to see that one break back out over 90. Dot is still green, looks good. NNE is actually still red here, so we got to take that one off. We got ICP breaking out here. ICP's looking good. Down here at 260, you got the signal and the break of the 9 there. Polkadot needs to get back over 170, but the dot is green. It's building the base right here at 115. Morpho's up here now, so we just be looking for pullbacks. If it pulled back maybe to 140 or something. Had a big pullback here, maybe down here to like 140 was already a 60% move. We want to wait for a little retracement here. Adobe got smoked today after its earnings, just absolutely rocket ship down, but it's right back down into support. So as long as it holds 244, it looks good. You want to see that one snap back really quick though next week, and that's the watch list. So I'm gonna go ahead and share 2 of these watch lists with you guys. I'm gonna share the green list first. So I'm gonna copy this link here, come over here to the watch list. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and just drop this in here. Watch list for today is March 13th, 3-13. This is the green list. So this is the stuff that has green dots on the weekly chart. Okay, over here. So these have green dots on the weekly. That means we're looking to buy. Okay, and then these ones are my favorites from that list. So all of these are going to be my favorite picks from the green list. So there's the green list. There's probably about 50 or 60 names on here. And then my favorites list probably has about 20 to 25. So I'll share the favorites list as well. Favorites from 313. And you guys can just review that over the weekend. Go ahead and just click the link and that will pop up and you guys can look at the same exact assets. I'll go ahead and tag you guys over here as well in case you guys missed the stream. You guys could go ahead and watch the replay by coming over here to the latest tab. If you guys missed some of the coverage, you can always catch the replays over here in the latest tab inside the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, there is a link in the description that you can click and join. And now we will take some chart requests from the Spartan Army, baby. What's up? What's up? I see one for FET, F-E-T. I was looking at this one. I think Jeff pointed this one out to me. It's got the weekly signal and it has the monthly signal as well. That is a very bullish indication that the bottom is in. I love FET here. I mean, I would go ahead and add this one to our favorites list. Let's just go ahead and throw that in here for you guys. Boom, and I'm going to add that to the favorites. So if you guys request something that I like, I will go ahead and add it back to the favorites. FET looks really good down here at 17. HIMS we already covered. We're very bullish on HIMS. Very, very bullish on HIMS here. Okay, we think that one's going up, up, and away. Okay, massive short interest on this thing. And yeah, I mean, I'm targeting anywhere from 50 to 70. I think this is a $100 to $150 stock with that partnership that they got there. I see one for the SPY, S&P 500, starting to crack here, starting to crack down. So watch for a move lower. We need the green dot to come back, right? If we get a big broad sell-off like this, back down to 480, okay, that's going to be clutch. Okay, that's going to be really good. Okay, we want that to happen. I might actually short the S&P 500 next week. I might actually short next week. Okay, anything to the upside, if we get a move higher, you got the EMA cross too, man. Stocks don't look very good here. Green dot come back on the chart. What else we got? DJT, we covered that one. You'll have to watch the replay. Dylan, God bless you, brother. God bless you. We got QQQ. QQQ is also looking toppy, so I did get stopped out on my SOXS today. But I don't know, man. I feel like I got to be short something here, especially in stocks, because this is a little concerning. We're breaking down below the 9. Ugly close, right? The dot's red. We've been going sideways for however long. A big sell-off like this could very well happen. I mean, you could get a big, broad sell-off here in the stock market. And maybe that'll give us the rotation into crypto, like into Ethereum. People sell their stocks and they buy something that's beat up, right? You could sell the top of your stock, right, if you're at the top here, and buy something like Ethereum that's really beat up down here, okay? And you'll just see a massive move to the upside. So when people sell something, typically they buy something, and you can see that the whales right now are probably selling stocks. That's why the price action looks like it's going to the downside. That's a bearish hammer right there. That's a bear hammer. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. What do I think about Atom? Yeah, I love HIMS. HIMS is one of my favorite stocks right now. Atom, I would just like to see it break over the 9 EMA. So I just like to see it. It is crossing here on the 4-hour. So I like this stock as long as it can hold on to that low down there at 170. So I'd be a buyer of Atom here, and I would stake it, and I would just put the stop loss down here at 170. That's how I would play that. I think Coinbase pays about 18% right now on Atom, but I would be a buyer. I'd be a buyer. It also has a monthly alert as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one on the favorites list as well. I actually really like this one. What else we got? Just take a chart request now, folks. That was the watch list for next week. Those are all the top names that we're going to be looking at going into next week. Here's the favorites. Okay, these are all the favorites. I think all these setups look really, really good. So I just shared that watch list with you guys over here in the Discord under the watch list tab, like we do every single week. What else we got? Chewy. Chewy looks good. Chewy looks good. It just needs the signal. I just wait for the signal there on the monthly. The weekly's there. I just want to see it break out over the 9. I want to see it get back over like $28. Okay, it does have the signal. That doesn't 100% mean we're going up. Okay, but you could enter right here around 24 and use a stop loss right there at 22 or 23. But ultimately, I'd be watching for the monthly on Chewy. I'd be watching the monthly. I see one for Flow, FLO. I heard this one went parabolic. Went up pretty good. Down there at 5 cents. Again, you can look for the monthly here. This thing's so beaten up, dude. Just insane. I got to do some more research on Flow, because this was in the top 100 for sure. This was definitely in the top 100 at one point. I think it still is. And it has just gotten smoked down here, dude. As long as it holds 3 cents, I think it looks really good. I think it looks really good down here. Microsoft we covered. If you guys could just drop the ticker for me so I don't have to type out the whole name of the company. GRT, I want to see that one get over to like 3 cents. I would look for the monthly on this one. You can see how it's putting in a green candle here in March. That's reassuring, right? Up above 2 cents. I think this looks phenomenal. I think it looks really good here above 2 cents. IONQ, yeah, we took a look at that one. It's just not there yet. It's just, it needs to get over that 9 EMA. It needs to either consolidate for a little bit, or it needs to cross over these EMAs here on the 4-hour or the daily. Because as long as we're down here below these lines, okay, we're in a downtrend. Okay, so the weekly can give you a green dot, but you have to sometimes pay attention to the smaller time frames, right? We want something that breaks out here. Breaks out. You get that EMA cross, right, on the EMA ribbons, that's bullish. So you kind of want to pair those two together, right? So the green dot is bullish, but it doesn't mean we're automatically going up. We want to see it break out, okay? See how it kind of turns here? Kind of those EMAs flip bullish, and then it goes up. That's what we want to see. Right now we're trending below them, so just got to be careful. I mean, if you're playing the green dot, you just need to have a stop loss. Probably set it right like $29. I put the stop loss at 29. But it does have a green dot here on the weekly, so I don't think it's a bad place to start a position. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to bottom here, though. Okay, so up above 29, it looks good. If it breaks 29, you're just going to want to buy it lower. Look for another signal. Did we cover NEAR? Yeah, we did. NEAR looks good. NEAR's one of the best looking names out there right now. Okay, breaking over the 9. I love to see that. And you can see this one had the EMA cross. So it went up, it came back down. There's your buying opportunity. Do the Ripsky. Okay. So NEAR looks good. NEAR looks like it's going to break out here. Okay, it's getting out over the 9. As long as NEAR holds on to 120. I put a stop loss right at 119. 119 on the stop loss for NEAR. And that one looks like it wants to break out too. Okay, look at that monthly. Look at that monthly. Oh, yeah. Oh, give me some of that. That looks good. That looks good, Jeff. Yeah, NEAR's on the favorites list for next week. I think I already put it in there. I did. Look at that monthly. Woo! That looks good. Altcoin season, baby. What's up? Jose says he loves the indicators. I love you, bro. I'm glad you like them, man. I hope they help you guys out. I hope this gives you guys at least something to go off of, so you're not throwing darts blindfolded. You know, we trust the data here. Okay, over time the data is going to be right in the end. And again, if you don't have the indicators yet, you guys can get those over here in the trading indicator tab. I'd highly recommend checking out the trading course too if you guys are new. Okay, completely free trading course. You guys can watch that, learn more about the indicators, learn more about the strategy and the mindset behind what we're doing here at Overkill Trading. I see one from Charlotte for ACN. ACN needs the green dot there. Needs the green dot. Things getting smoked. You want to see this one hold on to like 184. Up above 184, I like it. I want to see it break over like 225. I want to see the price get back up over this. This thing's getting smoked though. Doesn't have the signal yet either. But they do have earnings coming up, it looks like, next week. Bob says, been a long road, time to run. Yeah, it's been a brutal market. We've gotten World War III. We've gotten everything thrown at us, man. They're just throwing it all. The dumpster. They're throwing the whole dumpster at us, man. They just want us to sell so bad. They want us to sell so bad right now. But I ain't selling. No, no, no. Nope. This is where you double down, man. I'm telling you, every great investor I ever listened to, they tell you, buy when things are bad. When no one's happy, when no one's having a good time, when things just are terrible. That is when you go in. That is when you buy. Every great investor I've ever listened to says that. Okay? Because if you're buying when things are good and everything's exciting, right, up here at the highs, you're going to get smoked eventually, right? It's going to pull back. So that's why thank God for the data, thank God for the mindset, thank God for the trading rules, and thank God for the discipline to be able to stick to a set of rules that has proven to be pretty accurate over time. Again, no strategy is going to be 100%, but there's ways to manage your risk and diversify. So, right, if one name goes against you, it's not going to completely wipe you out. That's why I have 25 names in my portfolio, right? I have 24 different positions open right now. So if Plume goes to 0, guess what? It's not going to matter, right? Because I have 23 other names that are going up or that are going to go up. So if I have 24 positions and I'm wrong on 10, but right on 14, I'm going to be in the positive at the end of the year, right? So being diversified, buying good quality companies, good quality projects with adoption, right? We want names that have mass adoption, that are going to be utilized, not meme coins and butt coins and weird coins, okay? Good quality projects, good quality technologies, good quality companies. They're going to be around for the next 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. I see one for AVGO from our boy for Chum. Talking like Chum, like from the crab. AVGO Broadcom has the signal here. Got rejected pretty hard. I don't know, man. That S&P 500 close was pretty ugly today. Pretty ugly. AVGO, I'm just not a huge fan of here. I like it. The green dot's not below the white line. It is trying to bounce here on this hourly, so if you're playing it, I'd probably put a stop loss right there at 290. 290 on the stop loss. If 290 breaks, you'll see some capitulation. Yeah, PayPal. Any day now, dude. Any day we would like to see PayPal do something. It actually closed pretty bullish this week. Still green. Still looking good. I mean, I think this is the most undervalued company on the market right now, is PayPal. I think it's completely, utterly undervalued at the moment. So, yeah, I would love to see this one back up here at 74, 82, you know, somewhere in that range. Right now we're targeting around 74. That's the top of the red zone right there. So this looks very bullish. I actually like the close here. Looking for the green dot on the daily next week on PayPal. But again, as long as the dot is green on the weekly, you should be looking for daily and 4-hour alerts to enter, right? Once we get the long-term time frame, either the weekly or the monthly giving us a dot, then our goal is to look at the daily or the 4-hour to look for a signal to buy on the smaller time frame. So it held on to 44 pretty well there. Okay, and I think they're doing really well on their revenue, man. They're making $9 billion a quarter, and they just look really good. COHR. I think we covered that one. Yeah, that one's way up here, given a red dot. I'd sell that one here. Okay, look at the separation off the mean. Okay, you're talking about a 62% premium right now. Okay, if you're buying something at a 62% premium off the mean is just the average, right? That is the 40-year average that we use here. We want to buy when it's into that average. We don't want to buy when it's up here off of the average. We want to buy when it's into it. So again, that one's way up here right now. So we'd be avoiding this. We'd be taking profits on COHR. And that's it for today, folks. I'm gonna call it there. Me and my wife are going bowling, so I'm gonna go enjoy some dinner and time with my wife. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you guys for getting to 100 likes. We went ahead and took some chart requests from the live chat, and we covered the watch list. Again, those watch lists are gonna be over here in the Discord. We will be back live on Monday, so make sure you guys hit the bell, subscribe. We're live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right here on YouTube. I appreciate you guys tuning in today. If you guys need me, just hit me up over here inside of the Discord. I will be active here over the weekend and live again here on Monday. God bless you guys. Until then, stay good.